is time to wrap this one up with the Alderson's Awards West post-game show for trophies, awards, t-shirts, and so much more. Go to aldersons.net and check out their full catalog. Welcome back to Bearcat Gymnasium, where the WF West Bearcats knock off the North Thurston Rams 68-64. I am Matthew King, had Keith King running camera and doing color for us here tonight, and just an absolute thriller here tonight. North Thurston, hats off to them. They stormed back to make this a ball game. It looked like it was going to get ugly early with Soren Dalen just absolutely dominating. 14 first half points, 8 in the first quarter. Just an absolute clinic put on by him. And then Dirk Plackinger was putting on a show. He had 13 in the first half as well. But North Thurston storming back, and that was all led by Micah Anderson, who at half had 2 points. He ended up scoring 23 in the second half to storm back, make this a ball game, gave North Thurston a shot, had a chance at a three. Thad Tankley, who also had a fantastic game, misses the three that would have tied it. Allows the Bearcats to go to the free throw line and finish this one off from there. It was just an absolute thriller. Great way for WF West to get back on the court after a 10-day layoff. A great performance by North Thurston, showing that they are not going to lay it down for anyone. They are going to be a tough out for anyone here for the rest of the season into districts. I was really impressed by them. They look like an extremely talented team who might be able to pull off an upset or two in districts. Meanwhile, WF West, they needed to get back on the right track, and they do snap that 2-game losing streak. That included loss to Shelton and then a loss to Kelso. Just a really, really nice performance from them. Dirk Plackinger stepped up when they needed him most. Soren Dalen, he did what Soren Dalen does, finishes with another double-double and a 24-point performance. Just an absolute show, and then the other guys coming off the bench for WF West, knocking down some big shots and some really important free throws, playing really, really good defense. Just a really great performance by the Bearcats here tonight. All around, put on a show. They showed that they are not going anywhere here in the Evergreen 2A Conference. Let's go ahead and get you scoring totals. First, for the North Thurston Rams, they were led with 25 from Mike Anderson, 15 from Julian Lee, 9 from Thad Tankley, 9 from Jackson Lusk, 2 from Ray Adams, 2 from Melo De La Cruz, and 2 from Connor Rentschler. Meanwhile, for the WF West Bearcats, they were led with 27 from Dirk Plackinger, got 24 from Soren Dalen, 4 from Cameron Amoroso and Evan Torno, 3 from Seth Hoff, Gideon Priest, and Gage Brumfield. With all that being said, it's time for our MVPs this one, and we'll start with our visiting team MVP, brought to you by Pacific Sports Spa in Chehalis. Pacific Sports Spa can get you back in the game in a hurry and is the leader in rapid recovery. Go get yourself game ready at Pacific Sports Spa. Not much discussion needed on this one. It is Micah Anderson, 25 points again, 23 of them coming in the second half to really lead this comeback for North Thurston. Got them back in it. He was just putting on a show from beyond the arc. He was driving, had some fantastic off-ball movements. Then on-ball, was just going to work. He showed off some nice ball handling skills, just getting himself in open space, losing his defender, and then knocking down the shot. Just a really impressive performance. Great plays from him. Congratulations to Micah Anderson. Now it's time for our home team MVP, brought to you by Thorbeck's Wellness Center in Chehalis, Centralia, and South Bend. Strong today, stronger tomorrow. Strongest together at Thorbeck's. For the WF West Bearcats against Soren Dalen, a phenomenal performance. A double-double, finishing with 24 points. But it's got to go to the senior Dirk Plackinger here tonight. 27 points, 9 of them in the fourth quarter. Maybe the dunk of the year, putting a Rams defender on an absolute poster. When you are in a game like this, everyone looks to their senior leader. You know who that guy is that team leader. It's Dirk Plackinger, and he led the way for them. He stepped up in the biggest way, showed that senior leadership, and this might have been the highlight of his high school career. This might be the game that you can circle that said, this is what Dirk Plackinger meant to the WF West Bearcats. This is what he could do. Just a phenomenal performance from Dirk. Congratulations to him, as well as Micah Anderson, our MVPs for this one. Both teams, some tough games coming up still. Next up for North Thurston on Wednesday, they will be at Timberline looking to get one back from a high-scoring 92-71 loss in their most recent game. Meanwhile, WF West, they'll be back here tomorrow night, as will I, where they host the first-place Tumwater Thunderbirds in a massive showdown. The Bearcats trying to make one last run at repeating as EVCO 2A champions. Again, you can catch that one pregame at 6:45, tip-off at 7 here on the Eli and NFHS Sports Networks. That is going to do it, though, for this edition of high school basketball on the Eli and NFHS Sports Networks. Once again, your final score, WF West knocks off North Thurston 68-64. For my partner, Keith King, I am Matt King, and that is all the time we have tonight. Thank you so much for spending your Monday evening with us, and we hope to see you down the road once again for more high school sports on the Eli and NFHS Sports Networks. Have a great rest of your night.